Oh, we have one other light out in the parking lot around the circle. It's got a dead short in it. I disconnected it, and I'm gonna have to get over there and get up. Probably it's the same type of system as the ones out here by the front of the town building. It has a ballast because it's a mercury light. It's got a ballast capacitor and a starter. So I'm assuming that that's what's causing it to dead short in it. So I have to get up there and pull that out and repair that. Other than that,
it's good. You know, it's good to have Tim Allen with his tool man.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah. You wanted to know what was going on.
Thank you, sir. Wow, kind of stuck. Oh, highway. I forgot to call Nick.
I saw him come in.
Oh,
I think he's here.
Nick Moore?
Yeah, I saw him.
Senior?
Yeah.
You told me he was away.
Oh, I thought it. Maybe.
All right. Water department, George again was unable to make tonight's meeting, so not too much. He's got the new radios in to reprogram for our narrow band and frequency as part of, I guess, this countywide reprogramming of all the radio frequencies. Actually didn't talk, I made a note here, but I didn't talk, and Dan's not here to understand what's going on with the Hayden property, so we'll have to follow up on that. Carol, I guess one other thing too, I wrote it here, but I didn't put it in here, is I talked to George, and he's okay, maybe at the end we can just put it in there, but put a resolution to take the water restrictions off, voluntary water restrictions. So I don't know if we just make a scratch, put it in the back, or whatever you think. I don't have the resolution number. So I think that's it for water. The Corpro report. You actually sent out a couple emails this week on where is it, where is it, where is it. So they're in the final draft. Apparently, we've asked Corpro to now also, when they respond with the report, to put together a cost estimate to repair the findings of what's wrong with the main line here. So hopefully I'm sure it's not going to. I'm sure it'll be high, but if we're going to have to repair, we'll go through another one. It should give us a baseline to, to estimate and plan for our budgets what the cost will be over the next few years to repair the valves.
Mike, did we ever check what the specs were on this water system? If they actually used the proper fittings when the water system was put in?
I don't know the answer to that. I thought we were looking into it, but I don't remember it. But we should, because in our final analysis, we should try to understand, exactly.
Because if they didn't follow the specs, then maybe they should be held liable. I'm just saying this because if the specs weren't followed and they put in an inferior
Well,
McDonald Engineering was on site for the whole water infrastructure.
That, in my recollection, was a topic that was explored with McDonald, and over the decade that the system, started experiencing issues with the bolts, and I think that, I don't know if it was the technology or a recognition that different materials should, was a better material to use, but that only came after, experience of having the system in place. But I don't think it was that they used the wrong bolt or didn't follow specs. From my recollection of what was communicated to us, throughout as that problem started to arise, it was just that it was determined that there could have been, as they were going bad, that they were replacing with different material bolts that would alleviate the problem that we were having. So I don't remember anybody, McDonald or anybody saying that it was, something faulty on the company.
on the installation.
On the installation. Whether they used substandard materials that weren't consistent with what was proposed to be put in there. But we can re-ask George. I know he's been through that exhaustively, I think.
I'm sure, and I'm guessing, but I'm sure the specs are followed, but I think really the question would be, were the reg specs developed? Do they understand that those pipes are going to be sitting in water? If they did their initial analysis during a dry season, then there was maybe a misanalysis, maybe didn't get their analysis correct. And obviously after a few years, now the pipe is sitting in water and they're going to have rust. So I'm sure they follow the specs right, it's whether they wrote the specs right. It's kind of really, in my opinion, the question. But anyway, back to corporate report. We expect to hear it hopefully next week and get an estimate, and as soon as we do, obviously we'll publish it to the town and do some planning for next year on that analysis. So code enforcement, Dan has had another engagement. I think he said his permits are 1 or 2 this month. He's about down 11 over the year. Probably not a huge difference. So we'll probably see maybe a quick upswing as we head into the final season here before the ground freezes. So we get all from Dan. Carla, our dog control officer.
I really have nothing to report. It's been very quiet.
All right. Town clerk.
Can I just ask a question, John?
Oh, that's fine with me.
Weren't you looking to do also perform some duties for, was it Waynesburg?
Waynesburg and Village of Delanson. I was appointed last Thursday for Waynesburg and last night for Delanson.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Excellent. So you own like Western
The
Stanley
western
County?
part of the county is owned.
Doing such a good job.
Oh, thanks. You're gonna have to put that day job. That allows me to have fun at night.
All right. Carol.
Well, what do you want me to report on? Some quick activities are a bit redundant, so let's see. Hunting licenses went on sale on Monday, in case anyone wants the hunting license. Bob Friedman, who is Executive Director of Office and Open Government, came and talked to some of the town board and some of the people. I think that was good, so that there's a better understanding of FOIL law and open government and why FOIL was initiated in that government should be open. So I think everybody probably got a better understanding of FOIL. That's all. Anything else?
Actually, speaking of FOIL, so I think we talked this afternoon, I think Mr. Ferrioli submitted like 19 FOILs. FOIL requests, I guess, is the FOIL, or the term. Just as an estimate, how many hours would you estimate that you spent completing all of Mr. Ferrioli's FOILs, all 19, 20, 21, whatever it is?
Some FOILs can be done in a half hour and some take hours. I can't tell you how much time I spent on each one, but I did an average last year because there were a lot of FOILs that came in last year also. So I did an average and I came out between an hour and a half and 2 hours per FOIL request. I would say this year, if I did an average, it would be a little bit more. Again, some are very quick, and some are very long and tedious.
So I mean, just speaking for myself, I mean, I know on my FOILs, I've probably spent at least 80 hours. So it's a huge number, a huge budget number.
It is a huge number.
So I just want to understand, what the cost to the town was for using 19, 20, or 21 FOILs.
Well, the cost to the town is not more than what you pay the town clerk or the deputy in salary or hourly. I mean, you're not billed over and above that. Because of...
Anyway, different opinion, but...
Oh, no, we'll explain yours then.
Well, things aren't getting done.
Yeah.
If you're working on that, I mean, you can't work on
That has to do with my work productivity, you're right.
That was the point.
So it's not a cost, it's that I can't do it. But
So lost
FOIL is FOIL.
productivity is lost wages, lost money, lost effort.
But FOIL is law.
That's for everyone.
There's nothing you can do about
I don't understand.
it, because the public has the right to know what's going on.
I don't understand.
So, and I know you're upset over it, though.
I'm
You know,
upset.
I mean, I didn't want to read all those emails either. Strings.
Yeah. Bob, anything for,
Well, yes, I've got a big concern. I understand that somebody, we were emailed in regards to getting back to you as far as something with the vault this last
Yes,
week.
yes, yeah.
Can you explain what the school board?
I went into the vault the other day, and one whole shelf, not on the town side. Actually, according to law, they should be separated. The judge, the justice part, and the rest of the town should be separated. Unfortunately, we don't have that. Our vault is just one big vault, so they are together. Town on one side, justice on the other side. I walked into the vault, and one whole shelf is emptied out on the justice side. And I said to the judge, "Are you cleaning out?" And she had absolutely no idea who had taken the boxes off the vault, or off the shelf. So I looked to see if there were pipes or something behind there that you had to work on or get at or something. There's nothing. There's nothing there. So I emailed everyone, and I said, something's going on in the vault. Does anyone know about it? And I request that you get back to me, which of course no one did. Oh, yeah, you did.
When did that actually take place?
I discovered it on Thursday.
Morning, evening?
Well, I don't work in the evenings.
Okay,
During the
I
day
mean,
on
it was-
Thursday.
It was
Yeah.
discovered Thursday
During the
morning.
day on Thursday, yeah.
Was the state police contacted for a break-in?
Absolutely no, absolutely no. Why would I contact the state police?
Well, I would assume that if we had a break-in, they would be the
I didn't
first
say there was
ones
a
to.
break-in. I didn't say anyone broke in. I just asked you, Joe, were you here and you saw someone in the vault? That was all.
Okay,
That's
so-
not what I put in my email. What I said was,
Okay, well, I
I
misunderstood.
request that the board let me know.
Okay,
Something's
didn't-
not right.
yeah, I was
I
at
mean, you
work,
could
so.
have answered me, we could have talked about it, but.
No, I didn't know, I was at work, so I knew nothing about it till later on, so I couldn't get back to you. But all the contents were gone from that
No,
shelf?
no, they're neatly piled right on the floor.
They were on the floor.
Would you like to see afterwards? I can show it to you.
No, I just wanted to hear a little more detail of what happened.
As
that's
records
all.
management officer, if I saw that and I said, something's not right, and I didn't alert, I don't think that would have been right either.
Yeah.
Well, if you think that there's been, the vault's been compromised in any way, you should have immediately contacted the state police.
No, I
You
shouldn't have. You don't tell me what I should do. I'm records
I
management.
mean, I don't, I
Lou,
guess I have a
don't tell me what I
question.
should do.
She sent out a simple question, hey, stuff's been moved around in the vault, was anybody in there, does anybody know anything? I guess I'm struggling with why you guys are asking her questions. You still have not answered her question, according to her, on whether you were in the vault or not,
who's
or,
got a combination to the
or
wall?
whether, it doesn't matter. She asked you a simple question.
No reason.
Is it that hard for you to just say, like I did, I just shot back a 4-word response. I wasn't at town hall or in the vault. Thanks, I think, was something to that effect. I guess I don't understand why it was that hard for you guys to just do the
I don't
same
have a
thing.
computer to do that, Todd.
You could have called her.
Okay, but I didn't know
What
about it.
date was that? Oh, so
This
you didn't get
was-
the emails? what you're
No.
saying? So you don't get any town emails?
No.
None
I
whatsoever?
can't get into my computer, so I.
So Todd, we're just trying to find out what happened. I mean, it was implied that,
Well, I
because
just think
it
that
was
your,
implied
I
that
think your
town
posture
council
shows, I read the
was
same
implied.
email that you
of
did.
course, the
I
assessor
didn't
wasn't put
feel
in
like I
there,
was
or
being
the
accused of
water
anything.
commissioner wasn't put on there, or the code enforcement person was copied. It was the town board,
Right.
specifically the deputy.
Specifically.
So she was just asking
So
a
we
question.
asked the questions like, who's got keys to the closet?
Why didn't you answer the
Who's-
question first? She asked you a question, why didn't you answer her question?
But why
Who are
were
you to
you-
shoot back an email that I have right here?
I got it.
Who has keys to the closet? Who has the combination to the vault? How did they get inside? When did, she had just learned about it. She was trying to figure out probably some of those same things herself
Mhm.
and could have used your help. You're the one that always says if I can be of any help. When she asked you for your help, you shot back, and now I'm concerned, are you implying something, a town council person or deputy supervisor on the call? What is exactly you're suggesting or implying? As records management officer, I'm assuming you have an inventory of all records in the vault, so is anything missing? Do we keep cash in the vault? If so, how much? Which departments have cash in the vault? If you fear there was an actual break-in, then you need to contact the New York State Police. I mean, it would have been so much easier when taking you probably a tenth of the time to say, wasn't me, I don't know anything about it.
And if
Can I
everybody
help?
did that, then where would we be?
Can I help?
And then we're.
Where would we
exactly,
be if
where would we
everybody
be?
did that? We have no
We would at least know,
The town
Then-
council, the
then
town council didn't break.
we can move on to the
You never
next.
said anyone broke, and you can't break it.
Nobody
It's
said,
not
it
gonna
was
be-
really
Alright, let's move on.
simple
We just wanted
and
to-
really unnecessary and actually extremely rude, I think. You know, this lady has been working here at the town of Princetown for about 20 years, all right? I'm talking right now, all right?
Okay. The
Wow.
rest of us work too.
She's earned the right to be dealt with respect and courtesy, okay?
Very respectful.
And if you can't do that, maybe you should reconsider your commitment to this town, all right? She
That's called for.
asked for a simple answer. There was no, I read the same thing. I didn't read any accusation. I didn't feel like she was accusing me of something. I just shot her a note back. I was in town hall, didn't go in the vault. It was that simple.
Yeah.
If you can't interact with the town clerk without being harassing and abusive, that's a problem.
But we were supposed to get back here by 4 o'clock. Well, why do we have to answer to the town?
You just
clerk
said it was
at 1?
important,
It
right?
is important.
Okay, so she was trying to deal with it in an
My first
expeditious
reaction would
way.
have been call the state police and have them come in and see who was in there messing
Come
around.
on, let's move on.
Let's move on. So just for the
Yeah,
record,
come
Todd,
on.
just for the record,
Ridiculous.
this is for the
I
record.
agree.
What is your,
You get tired of being
what is
blamed.
your relationship, what is your
Yeah, well,
relationship
shut-
with the town clerk?
My relationship with the town clerk?
Correct.
The town clerk is my mother-in-law, and my relationship
There
is a
you
very
go.
loving one. If anybody didn't know that, it was on my palm card that I have here that I ran for election with
All right.
3 years ago, if you need to know that. Our family is 6 generations deep here in the town of Princetown, and Miss McLean specifically has served the town for probably two decades, approximately?
3 years.
23 years.
Okay.
And probably helped more residents than all of us combined ever will.
Then
And she
let's
doesn't
go on
deserve
from
to
there.
be treated like this by you guys. And you're doing yourselves in this town a disservice. You could have just shot back, hey, it wasn't me, if I can help, let me know, please let me know how this turns out. That's it. That's how we should be dealing with each other. Not all these emails that are just very personal and, we're supposed to be dealing with things in a
Why would it be sent to us
professional way.
anyway to begin with, Todd?
All right, let's move on.
Even here.
This is what happens when you don't conduct yourself in the right way.
All right, let's- Joe, you got anything?
Yeah, Carol, I was just going through the transfers, and I noticed that you're still buying cassettes for that machine.
I
But
am
I saw
indeed,
you put digital recorder up there.
Yeah.
How come you're using both?
because this one for me is easier to go back and forth when I have to pick up what people are saying.
It's easier than a digital one?
For me, for right now, yeah. Yes.
Because I mean,
I mean, that's certainly my choice, Joe, come on, really.
no, I
Whether I
mean,
use the machine or the
well, the
digital.
thing is, we got two. And I mean, yeah, it's nickel and dime.
Yeah, it is.
But it's like, the thing is, I'm saying cassette tapes. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
you
kinda
can't find
like-
them anymore.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah?
So
I
I
can get
mean,
them from
why don't we
Amazon.
just, why don't we get rid of that thing and just
No,
learn how
because
to
I-
use this thing?
I'm learning how to do that, but I want this.
If you
So
need,
it's
if you
my
need some
job.
help, maybe we can get some help.
No, that's fine, I can go do that. I need time.
Luke?
Anything for the town?
Yeah.
No, I said what I had to say.
I do have one more question, and it's just, we did have a resolution earlier in the year about the minutes, but I do see that Ronnie's now doing the minutes. Is that accurate? But it seems to me,
No.
and again, just that, you know, we
Where
have
did you
two
see
people.
that Ronnie's doing it?
She's sending out, she's getting email,
They're signed by me now, they're with my name, right?
but it's Ronnie's email.
But they're signed by me, is that correct?
I don't know if they're actually ever signed.
Well,
Just
my
that-
name is on there, they're mine, and Ronnie can send them to you, Ronnie can come from email. You're getting them, which is what's important.
All right. Justice isn't here, so we'll skip that. Town council? Bob, anything?
I've already said my piece.
House Parkers Corners?
We did find out that that corner is county property, so that's in our favor. So,
So I think the next step would be to put together a letter. Did we ever, Mary Sue, did we ever get
I'm working on it.
Incident reports?
Oh, we don't have any.
None?
The state police had none, the county had none. And you have to remember, on Darrow Road, the speed limit is officially 55. So there's nothing.
All right.
There's nothing.
So I think the next step is, I think Angela, Santa Barbara, Joe Ryan are in support of, Parker's Corner, so I'll have to draft a letter, see if we can get it over to them in support, along with the, I guess, the other 4 county legislators, and see if we can get that on the budget for 2013. And I know you have the dog ordinance on for a public hearing here, so we'll touch base with that a little bit later.
That's correct, that's ready to go.
All right. Joe, anything from your side?
Yeah, I put together a summary of the quotes we got from, to have our fire alarm system call out.
Oh, good.
And